Those mad lads finally did it. They listened to me, they banned the Jerry Beans, man.
Simp King's Yu-Gi-Oh! Is made possible by contributions from viewers like you. Thank you!
Welcome to another video. Today, I am back from my vacation, and I am playing in the new festival where they banned all the cards. Like all of them this time, alright? All your fish that you love, banned. So what are we playing? We're playing some Unchained because this is technically a water deck, alright? I know this says fire, but bear with me, alright? This is a water deck, okay? So, how do you play Unchained? Well, I'll show you right now. Everyone in this festival, by the way, is playing Labyrinth. So Konami made this festival where they banned all monster types except Fairy and Fiend because they want you to be playing their new waifu archetype, Labyrinth, and they wanted to ban everything else, so Labyrinth was good. But don't worry, we can play other cards too, including the Adventure Package. That's right. You're thinking, hey, wait a minute. The Griffin Rider is not a Fiend. Why are you playing Adventure? Well, because everyone forgets about the other Adventure card. All right, let's show it off right now. Fateful Adventure. Oh, excuse me. Maybe we'll have to show it off later. Opponent is doing stuff. Opponent, what are you doing? Opponent is playing Labyrinth. Activating the Welcome Labyrinth. Setting a dimensional barrier using the Lady Labyrinth. This is a new card. Actually pretty good. When you activate a normal trap, it searches for another normal trap, sets it to the field. Opponent summon a monster. So we're going to activate our Fateful Adventure to search for the equip spell. Opponent, big welcome. Activating. Alright, opponent. Summon the Lovely Lady. They're going to activate this trap. Summon the Cuckoo Clock. Return it to the hand. So a Labyrinth monster left the field. And that's going to trigger the Lovely Lady. Lovely Lady is triggered right now. She's going to pop a card on field or in the hand. What is opponent going to choose to pop? Alright. Well, we got lots of stuff in hand that we'd like them to pop, but they don't know about that. Opponent. All these cards trigger on being destroyed. It's kind of like the dinosaurs. So if you love dinosaurs and you're looking for a cheap deck, oh, this is a cheap deck, by the way. You're looking for a cheap deck to play in the festival, stick around. I'll show you the full deck list at the end of the video. Opponent choosing to pop our token. Very rude, opponent. Now we don't get to do the cool thing we were going to do, but that's all right. All right, that's okay. We got other plans. Let's activate the prison. Search for the Unchained Soul. All right. Activate our Unchained Twins on our set. Escape of the Unchained. Opponent doing stuff. Send a Kurakura Div Incarnate to the graveyard to set a trap directly from the deck. All right, now this is budget. All right, I'll show off at the end. So stick around. Opponent getting their card. Let's get our Unchained Twins. Activate in the graveyard. Escape of the Unchained. Now all these Unchained spell and traps, when they get popped, they special summon an Unchained from the deck. So this guy popped a card to summon itself. Is reminding you of dinosaurs. If you like dinosaurs, you're gonna love this in the festival. All right. We're also triggering our Unchained Soul because a card was destroyed by battle or card effect. We can special summon this from our hand. Opponent getting back their Cuckoo Clock. They still got 2-step back row. Let's get the Unchained Twins. Sarama. All right, and they're called Unchained Twins, but there's actually 3 of them. Let's worry about that later. Discard the Dracaback to pop the dimensional barrier that opponent had set. Set back the use the Unchained Twins effect to reset our escape for the Unchained back to the field. We're going to pop our Unchained Twins with that effect. Special summon from the deck the Unchained Soul. Now we get to target a monster opponent controls and then use it to link summon. Now we can't target the lady because lady can't be targeted while they have a set back row. So we got to get rid of the Lovely Lady and we're going to have to leave the Lady Labyrinth alone for now. Let's get the Solar Rage. Link Shokan into the Nightmare Phoenix. And Nightmare Phoenix activate. Discard a card from our hand. We're going to discard the Abominable Chamber to pop their back row. Then we're going to make the Unchained Abomination go to battle. Pop the Lovely Lady. Say no. Decline his effect to pop another card on the field. We have lots of cards. And we got a Raigeki in hand. We got the set Imperm opponent giving up Unchained power too strong. Love it. All right. Now, this is a budget deck, all right? The whole Unchained package, I'm only playing a single UR, all right? And you don't even need to play that UR. That's the one we just made. Don't need to play him. You can play this deck with 0 URs. Let's go on to the next game. All right. On to game number 2 now. If you like this sort of video, make sure to subscribe. I was on vacation for 2 weeks. So, you know, if you weren't subscribed, you won't even know I'm making new videos. So make sure to subscribe, all right? I'll be back with more water decks. Now, water decks are basically banned in this event, but I told you this is a water deck, so stick around, and I'll prove it's a water deck, all right? I know I haven't proved it yet, but if you stick around, I will. Opponent summoning a Fluffle Bear, setting 2 back row. They're playing Fluffles. All right. Let's draw. We draw the Abominable Prison. Abomination's Prison. Gonna search for any of the Unchained cards. And we're gonna get the Unchained Twins. The third Unchained Twin, Aruha. All right. And his effect, we showed you before, he special summons himself by popping a thing. All right, now we're gonna adventure. All right, and I didn't finish showing you last time why we're playing adventure. All right, I was like Dracoback Rider. He's not a fiend, so what am I doing? We're gonna summon the twins to trigger our Faithful Adventure. Search for the Dracoback. Special summon the Unchained Soul from the deck. Let's activate Faithful Adventure. Search for the Illegal Knight. Special summon the Illegal Knight after equipping our Dracoback. And there you go. That is why. All right. Illegal Knight. And I think this card is super underrated. Quick effect. You can special summon it from your hand, just like the Rider, or the other one. The one that negates. All right. And quick effect, while it's on the field and you have the adventure token, target 2 cards your opponent controls. Give control of the Illegal Knight to them. And then you send those cards back to the hand. Very good against extra deck monsters. But we're going to send our opponent's back row back to their hand. They can't use it now. And giving them the Illegal Knight. Now you're thinking, hey, now you've given them Illegal Knight. Isn't that bad? Well, no, because Dracoback can bounce it back to our hand. That's right. That means we can do it again on our opponent's next turn. All right, now let's use the Unchained half of this. Unchained, target a monster, link summon into the Unchained Solar Rage. This deck is very fun to play. All right, I'm just going to say right now. Now, I know I'm playing the Adventure package, and that's a couple URs. Maybe you don't have Adventure, but you don't need to play Adventure. Just play whatever, whatever tech cards you have. And this whole Unchained engine, it's like 3 SRs, and that's it. Opponent summoning a Fluffle Dog. We are going to negate with the Imperm. We are going to activate our Illegal Knight. We'll be able to bounce 2 cards. Negate the effect of search. Fluffle negated. Opponent. We're going to beat up your Fluffles, alright. Toy Vendor discarding. Adding the Fluffle Dolphin. Fluffle Dolphin going to summon itself. Let's Unchained Soul. Link summon into the Nightmare Unicorn. Discard a card from our hand to pop a card on the field. Opponent giving up. We still had the Illegal Knight. And that is game. Love to see it. Let's go on to the next one. Alright. Now I'm going to be honest. This festival where they banned all of my favorite cards is my least favorite festival. But I do think I found a way to play it. That's fun. Alright. Because I don't want to play the waifu archetype that Konami wants me to play to sell new packs. I'm not about that. Opponent, what are you doing? Opponent is fusion summoning and making a tax dragon, trying to get us to pay taxes. Now every time we activate a card, we got to pay 600 life points. Very rude. Opponent, branded in red, going to add a card back from the graveyard to the hand and fusion summon again. Is this the second tax dragon? Opponent is trying to double taxation us. All right. Now, you know what they say about double taxation. That's illegal. All right. We're gonna get them. Let's draw. All right. Now, here it is. I know you stuck around this long because you wanted me to prove to you that this is a water deck. The third Unchained Twin, the illegal twin. All right. Everyone knows twins. There's always 3 twins. That's just how it works. The third twin, water attribute, and that means this is a water deck. All right. It's got water cards in it, and you play them at 3. That means it's a water deck. Don't at me. All right. Let's summon the beautiful kaiju to get rid of one of the tax dragons, so we are only single taxed. Let's activate our right. We got the Illegal Knight in hand already. Get our token, and we're just gonna do this right now. Call by the grave. I should have done this first. Targeting Masquerade in the graveyard. We're gonna negate the tax dragon, and that's gonna stop us getting burned. Also gonna stop tax dragon's effect to resummon itself from the graveyard if we control an extra deck monster. Let's get the token. Get the Fateful Adventure. Let's activate the Illegal Knight. Illegal Knight on the field. Let's use the Illegal Knight. Bounce, bounce. Send the tax dragon back to the hand. Get the Illegal Knight onto their field. Let's bounce. Get Illegal Knight. Summon the Unchained Twin. Attack for big damage. And opponent's last card, Evenly Matched. Alright, now opponent never set Evenly Matched, alright. It wouldn't have made a difference here, but if we'd popped that Evenly Matched, that would have made them feel real silly. Alright, now opponent's going to make us choose. Now we get to choose down to 1 card, except it's not really a choice because of the way this card works. If you control a token, you have to banish every other card and you keep the token. I don't know why No one's really explained this to me in a way that makes sense, but that's the way it works. All right, we keep the token. That's actually what we wanted to keep anyway, because now we can illegal knight again. Opponent, fight for patchwork. Let's get that illegal knight on the field. Opponent was trying to double tax us now. We're illegal knighting them. Getting the poly. Getting the edge chain. Opponent giving up. They know if they fusion summon, we're going to illegal knight. And that is it. All right, opponent giving up. The big quitter. Let's go on to the next game. All right, on to the next game. Now, I was playing double cyclone at one point. Because it's a very funny card, you can pop your Unchained back row and summon an Unchained. But as you can see from this hand, we don't really have any interaction. So we had to pass going first opponent playing the villain, the Labyrinth deck. And there's a Labyrinth Loner that's actually pretty good. So if you want to try out Labyrinth, you should play the Labyrinth Loner in this festival. Because it is a very expensive deck. There's a lot of expensive waifu cards that are needed to play this deck. The traps are all URs. That's 6 traps plus the waifus are URs. That's some waifu tax, alright? Opponent activating the Labyrinth Abbot. Now we're not going to give up, alright? We don't give up. I mean, sometimes we give up, but we're not going to give up today. Maybe. We'll see. We got lots of cards going on, and we got our water card, alright? Proof for the water deck. Let's see if we can use water deck powers to win. Kaiju time. Get rid of their waifu. Blackjack, activate in the graveyard. Going to set a trap. An imperm, alright? Now they're going to be able to activate imperm. We don't want that. So let's set our Draco back. Pop the imperm. Alright, now we got imperm pop with the double cyclone. And we weren't going to use this anyway. Is this the best card? Probably not. Probably too cheesy. And we have no more plays, so we're going to get out of here. Alright. We're going to take that card out of the deck. And we're going to make a better deck. Let's go on to the next game. You see, we had no follow-up plays, so we had to do it. All right. Now, stick around. This is the last game. We'll do one more game, and then I'll go on to the deck list. Let's go. We're going to start with the Abomination's Prison. Search for the Unchained Twins. Set the escape. Pop the escape. Activate it in the graveyard. Triggering a card in our hand. We don't need to do this, though. This is a bonus. This is extra. Summon the Unchained Twin, number 2. Reset that trap, pop the Unchained Twin, summon the Unchained Soul, and that you're supposed to be in the deck. Kind of annoying when you draw it, but that's just the way it be. Summon the Unchained Soul of Rage. And now we're done. When you see that Chad ratio, 0.004% usage, opponent, preparation of rites, getting a Herald of Perfection, setting a back row, or setting a monster to summon their Trias Hierarchica. Sending that Eva to the graveyard means they get to search. They're setting a card. Alright, well, opponent, I don't know what you set, but we're going to pop it right now. Escape lets us pop an Unchained we control and a card opponent controls, and when this gets popped, at the end of turn it resummons itself. Very cool. Resummon itself. This is giving me vibes of the Fire Kings. If you ever played Fire Kings, let me know down in the comments, because that's a deck that's not very good, but is very funny. You get 2 chickens, and they pop each other, and you loop them. Hit our opponent for a bunch of damage. Opponent, do you have a way out of this? Opponent, summoning the Cyber Egg. We are going to negate the egg, not let them add anything to their hand. Opponent, your egg is negated. Opponent, do you have any other plays? Opponent, ending the turn. Alright, make sure you toggle on with this deck, because you can't use your Unchained Soul if they switch phases. Let's link summon into the Unchained Soul of Anguish, or Anger. I can't read. Anguish. Use their monster to link summon the big dog, the Abomination. Bring it in for big battle damage. And that is game. Unchained in the A Very Silly Festival. Now let's go on to the deck list. Alright, here is the full deck list. I'm going to go through it. And I'm going to tell you, alright, if you want to play water in this event, there's only 2 decks, alright? There's this, and then there's Plunders. If you got Plunders, you can play Plunders, but it's a very expensive deck, so I don't have Plunders right now. So no Plunders for me. Just Unchained. And look at this deck. It is so cheap. Alright, let's go through card by card. We got triple N Unchained Twins Aruha. We got triple N Unchained Twin Rikeya. And triple Unchained Twin Sarama. And this is all N so far. We are in extreme budget territory. Radiant, we're playing as some removal. We're playing 2 Kaijus. And I'm playing Adventure Package with 1 Illegal Knight. If you've watched my channel before, or if you have been playing for a while, maybe you still have Adventure, you can play the right and you can play Illegal Knight. Legal Knight, just a great one-of card to have in your collection, all right? And if you don't have this, you can play anything else. Play some random traps. You know, play some Book of Moons. All right, next, we got Unchained Soul of Disaster, and we got 2 Unchained Soul. Abominable Unchained Soul. That's the SRs in the main deck for this package, all right? Now we got Raigeki, we got Feather Duster. This is, you know, you can switch out whatever. I know you'll have Raigeki though. And then we got triple Abomination's Prison. That's another R card right there. We got 1 Lightning Storm. We got Pot of Prosperity. Got the Adventure Package. Got Dracoback. We got 1 Fateful Adventure. 2 Callby. We got triple Evenly Matched. We got triple Imperm. But again, you could use any other traps you want for these slots, all right? These are flex slots. And then back to the engine, we got triple Escape of the Unchained and triple Abominable Chamber of the Unchained. And that is, like, look at how cheap that engine is. That is 3 SRs in the main deck. In the extra, we're running random fusion monsters, all right? And this is like, you could play more than one of these if you have them or if you want to, but you really only need to play one of each. We're playing 1 Unchained Soul, 1 Unchained Soul of Anguish, and the Unchained Abomination, which, again, you don't need to play this one. This one's a flex slot. All right, what else have we got in here? We got triple Soul Hunter, very mandatory, of course. Triple Saint Joan. Yeah, you're going to want to play this because it's possible your opponent uses the Gold Moon coin to give you 2 copies of Forgiving Maiden and Dark Lord Mary, and then they could also activate a second Moon coin and give you a copy of Polymerization so you could fusion summon this. All right, that could happen, so that's why we're running it. We got Nightmare Cerberus, we got Nightmare Phoenix, we got Unchained Solar Rage, we got Artifact Dagda. You're not going to be making this. This is just here to fill slots, all right? Nightmare Unicorn. We got Unchained Soul of Anguish. We got the Appaloosa. We got the Unchained Abomination. And we got the Underworld Goddess. All right. I hope you liked today's video. I hope you like this deck list. Let me know if I'm missing some sweet tech, because when I type water in here, when I type water, all right, and I search, I don't see a lot of cards. That's it. That's all of them. Konami, very rude to the water decks. So I see there's like random penguins. There's a Cloudian. All right, do you want to see me play Cloudians? I don't think anyone wants to see that. Jowls of Dark Demise. We're just not. I'm not seeing a lot of quality here. Oh, 1 Gishki. Gishkis I want to play soon. All right. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Have a good night.